What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. I'm your host, Siren Frost, and just like the last video of my deck profile, this is going to be like a part 2 deck profile for a new debut. This is going to be a new deck profile featuring Tachikaze. And again, this is like another clan that I'm not that very familiar with, though I've seen a lot of people play this. Again, before I get into this video, I just want to let you guys know that the cards I use in this deck profile is the only cards I have currently at my disposal at the moment. I might just go around my local shop someday, or hopefully when COVID's over and done with, and the winter is lighting up a little bit. Then I might go back to my card shop and hopefully get some more support or a better way to make this deck more better. This is gonna be a ancient dragon. I don't even know what you want to call this. This is like a mostly ancient dragon, true ancient dragons, Emperor Gaia Emperor kind of deck profile. And this deck right here was built upon the BT10 Phantom Dragon Aeon set, and this is my very first Dragon Empire deck that I have for V series currently at the moment. I was thinking Kagura and Narukami, but they didn't suit my playstyle. So hopefully, without any further ado, you guys can look at this. So, okay, I don't know why I said the other one, but without any further ado, let's get on the deck profile and see what you guys think about it. So for my starter, I have Minimum Carno. It's the only starter I have currently at the moment. I didn't really invest into the first Tachikaze set for a V series, so this is what I can pretty much get. Same effect as the starter, the new ones. You draw a card on top of the ride, and then you get a quick shield if your opponent has a grade 1 or greater. Or a grade 1, so there's that one. Now, since this is an Accel deck, I kind of saw that. This is going to be a trigger lineup I have. So I'm playing 4 heal triggers, which is Younger Parasound. And I'm playing 8 crits and 4 fronts. Like I said, until I find some more cards that can make this deck a little bit more better, this is what I kind of have at the moment. So I'm playing 4 Cannon Fire Dragon Parasaulauncher. And this is the Sentinel for Tachikaze. For the other critical, we have 4 Savage Aggressors. And for front, we have 4 copies of Pack Dragon Tinyrex. So that is my trigger lineup at the moment. But hopefully, once we get this ball rolling, we can make this deck a little more better, and I'll have more time to play and practice more of this deck. For grade 1, we play 4 copies of Prism Bird. Now, this, like any other stride fodder, Prism Bird has an ability when it's placed on the field, place from your hand, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, and search for a grade 3 card, add it to your hand, and then discard a card. And then its next skill, I keep forgetting this sometimes, if a new equip gauge was put onto your unit this turn, this unit gets 5,000 power. So, bear with me if I don't know much about gauges. I've learned about them from Genesis Artemis when I first played the deck that way. So, hopefully I get a chance to do better with this deck once I learn about the gauges. So, and next for grade 1s, I am playing 12 grade 1s in this deck, like any of my Accel decks. But, because right now this is what I have currently at disposal at my arsenal. So I have 4 copies of True Ancient Dragon Pterafeed. What Pterafeed kind of does, and yeah, I'm going to have to read this again. When it attacks or it is attacked, if boosted hits a Vanguard, look at 7 cards from the top of your deck, call up to one card with Ancient Dragon and its card name from among them to rearguard as rest, and shuffle your deck. Also, and I find this skill very kind of funny and kind of cool. So it's a Vanguard rearguard skill, but it's only 1 turn. So even though you have like multiple of these guys, you can only activate one of them. So you might want to save at least one of these in case you want to call on the combo. And if once you reveal a front trigger, I assume that's what the insignia is the front trigger because it's pink, and the front trigger is all I know is pink. This unit gets plus one critical until the end of turn. So, is it turn or battle? Nope, it's just turn. Okay. So I guess what I'm trying to see is the true ancient dragons have an ability that once you reveal a front trigger, they receive an extra critical. So this could be good for an early grade 1 rush if you're lucky, and then your opponent will have to guard as much as possible. So I assume that's the case. And then finally for our grade 1s, we are playing 4 copies of True Ancient Dragon Albert Tail. This is the guy right here. And of course I want to do this. I'm so sorry guys, I didn't have a chance to properly see these before I did this video, but I'm sorry. So continue skill. During your turn, if a Vanguard with Ancient Dragon in its card name, this unit gets plus 5,000 power. And of course it gets critical once front trigger has been revealed during the drive check. So that's not too bad. I actually liked it. I like the Ancient Dragons a lot more. But since this is a combination of True Ancient Dragon and Gaia Emperor, we're just going to have to improvise to the best of our abilities. Alright, so for grade 2s, we're playing 4 copies of True Ancient Dragon Heft Styrace. I have a hard time pronouncing these names. So, like all True Ancient Dragons, it receives a critical once a front trigger has been revealed to that one turn. And its skill is, at the end of if it is on additional rear guard, this unit cannot be retired by your opponent's card effects. So that's a little bit kind of juicy right there, if you ask me. If it cannot be retired, so even if Fan Blaster Dragon would have activated his effect, just an example, he cannot be selected. So your opponent's gonna have to face with an interceptor. There's like no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Okay, so now there are ones that are non-true ancient dragons. For my 4 copies, we have Regiment Dragon Regiodon. Regiodon's skill is when a unit attacks, you may put a card from the top of your deck face down underneath your Vanguard or rear guard as an equip gauge. Is it Vanguard rear guard? Oh, here it is. Sorry. When it attacks, you may put the top card of your deck face down as an equip gauge to one of your rear guards. So it only works on the rear guards. And its skill other than is, when retired from rear guard by your opponent's card ability, or by your card abilities, call up to 1 card from this unit's equip gauge to rear guard. Okay? Work! You may put the top card of your deck face down as equip gauge for that unit. This ability may be used once per turn, so... Oh, I see. Okay, I have to read that carefully as well. So basically, even if you can put the top card of your deck face down to an equip gauge, and when it retires, you get to call upon one of those equip gauges into a rear guard, and it gets an equip gauge. Okay, that makes a lot of sense now. Sorry guys, that took me a little while. And then finally, for grade 2s, I'm playing 4 Zealous Horned Dragon Dilophopyro. Dilophopyro, is that the correct name? Damn it, I'm boosted. I hate this. Okay, I'm going to read this once again. When placed from hand, counterblast 1. Draw 1 card and call a card from your hand to rear guard. You may put the top card on your deck face down as equip gauge for that unit. When placed from equip gauge, this unit gets plus 10,000 power. So, comment down below if you can help me with this ruling out. And this is going to be a question for you guys because I may have never read this kind of carefully or knows how to use it properly. But does that mean he has to be an equip gauge in order to get the plus 10k power? Or does he have to call upon a unit from his equip gauge to, really get that boost? Now, I can understand the first one, which is counterblast, draw a card, and then put in a top card of your deck as equip gauge. But does he himself have to be the equip gauge in order to be superior called by one of your units to get plus 10? Comment down below if you guys can help me with that little ruling. I know that sounds maybe kind of dumb, but I prefer that extra help. If so, please and thank you. And now for grade 3s, I'm playing 4 copies of my main boss at the moment. 4 copies of True Ancient Dragons of Bladromeus. And yes, one of them is an SP, which I really fucking hate. Because I normally refuse to play SPs because I think they're just a little too high and mighty. So I didn't like playing them. But at the moment, this is my 4th copy. So I'm like, you know what? I'll do it for this video and I'll keep trying to make the deck full scale. Anyways, his skill is retire a rear guard for 1 turn. Choose one of your opponent's rear guards and retire it. Search your deck for up to 1 card with Ancient Dragon in its name. And superior call it, shuffle your deck, and that unit gets plus 5k power. Auto skill, Vanguard Rearguard, 1 turn. When your drive check reveals okay, so it does have all the same abilities that the Ancient Dragons have. Basically, when revealing a drive check reveals a front trigger, this unit gets plus 1 critical. So even on Vanguard and Rearguard, so that's kind of fun right there. I'm hoping to get one more triple rare, so I can sell this one so I can get rid of it. I'm sorry guys, but I seriously despise SPs very much. Next, I'm playing 2 copies of Emperor Dragon Gaia Emperor. Oh. Okay, there it is. And his skill... Hang on guys, I'm sorry. During your turn, all of your rear guards with equipped gauge gets plus 5k power. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, they get 10,000 instead of 5,000. Okay, so this one has to rely on equip gauges. Clearly you have to rely on that. But its other skill is, when it attacks, counterblast 1 and retire a rear guard. And this unit gets the original power of the unit retired for the cost until the end of that battle. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, it gets the original critical as well. Okay. Another question for you guys. So, for that, so does it get like an extra critical when it did that, or it just gets 1 critical? I kind of got lost words for this. Like, I know I should have explained this properly, but I didn't do it. So this is my unfortunate error on this part. But obviously, Gaia Emperor relies on equip gauges to get either the 10,000 power or... yeah, 10,000 power or the 5k power, so... yeah, it's... but... oh well. It kind of happens. Alright. That's pretty much all I gotta say about that card. Sorry for wasting much time with that. But that's like a big, question mark. So for grade 3... or not for grade 3. For my last grade 3s... I'm playing 3 copies of True Ancient Dragon Barreltops. And yes, I am playing literally 9 grade 3s. In Gradora, I played 10, but it's only because I've been trying it out. I might revert it back maybe sometime, but we shall see. Anyways, for Barreltops, of course it still has the front trigger ability, as always, but its other skill is, when placed... if you have Vanguard with Ancient Dragon in its name, counterblast 1, draw a card, and its unit gets plus 5,000 power in a turn. So that's basically not a bad thing to have. But again, guys, God forbid, I kind of butchered this whole thing to smithereens. But hey, I'm giving it all I got here. So cut me a little bit of slack when learning a new clan that I'm not very quite familiar with, but I'm willing to give it a chance. So that's what I have for the main deck. Now for the imaginary gifts, I'm playing 6 Accel 2 markers, just in case if it goes a little further, but I might cut it down to at least 4. But we shall see. And of course we have a 1 quick shield. So, Again, you guys, I really am sorry if I butchered this to smithereens. I don't really mean to. I try to explain this the best I can, but sometimes I forget the cards on the spot, and I have to go rewrite them, read them again. Okay, so I do have a hard time saying my words sometimes. Saying my words. Anyways, okay, this is one weird debut, but I am sorry, but this is a debut. Thank you guys for watching, and I know I'm sorry I slurred out some words. May have not done a very good job or made this justice, but comment down below if you guys give me some small tips and pointers on how to make Tachikaze a little bit better and help me a little bit easier to understand. You know, I can always go back to reading, but we'll just see. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to subscribe, like this video, thumbs up for it, comment down below, and yeah, just let me know what you guys think about this deck profile, and if you guys can help me get a little bit more, tweak it out more better. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. And I'll see you guys next video, and you guys stay safe, make good choices, and you know, don't get in bad situations. So anyways, I'm Siren Frost, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later.